Y'all. Stop. Thank you. Hi. Jesus. I haven't even started streaming and y'all got a raid train. Hi. Thank you so much. Wow. Y'all rock. Thank you. It's been a while, hasn't it? I think it's been a month now. Officially. A month. You're gonna make me cry. It's so good to see you all. Yeah. Isn't it, Luna? They say hi to you too, I'm sure. Here. Good girl. Hi. Wow. Disney getting in here first. Well done. Lizzie, thank you. Hey, Zach. Amy, Shell, hey. Oh, thank you. I'm good. I will tell you in just a minute. Crenty, thank you. Hi. Yeah, I'm sad about that too. KNG Olom. Hello. Is there something that I can call you? Savage. Oh, thank you. Ari, hi. Zach and Amy, thank you so much. 10 months. Amazing. And Angel's mom, you should be asleep. Why are you up? I hope everything's okay. Hi, Dawn. Thank you so much. It's good to be back. It's good to see you, too. Ooh, what are you making for dinner? Satya! Can't stay long, but had to stop for a while. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I figured I'd come on for just a little while and do some diamond painting or something. I was going to play a game, but the setup wasn't working. I'm hoping that by next month I can get another computer monitor, and then I can actually play games. So let me I will set up stream readers though, for those of you who like to play. We're gonna start a new map because there's a thingy. Kim! Okay, hi Kim. I'll try to remember. K Ponto 07, thank you. Thank you all so much. Red cabbage with apple, potato, and veggie burger. Ooh, that sounds nice. I love veggie burgers. I seem to be in the minority for some reason. I don't know why. Hi, Debbie. I know, Luna. Okay, there we go. Thank you for all your units if you decide to play with me. So, Tina, thank you. Thank you very much. My sounds are all messed up because I opened OBS and attached my Bluetooth without restarting OBS. Oh well. Zach wants to give you a treat. Is that what you want? That's what you always want. Up. Up. Yes, you have to work for it. Thank you. Good girl. Thank you, Tina. How are you? All right. I'll give you some time. So let me catch you up on what's going on. So that fresh new section feeling. It's nice. This is row 3 that we're starting now, which is great. And right there. That's good. So, I've been home for a week today, and it's been one of those kind of situations where it's like out of the frying pan and into the fire. Not gonna lie. Thank you everyone for the hype train. Thank you so much. I think that's a personal best. Within the first 10 minutes of stream. Thank you so much. Yeah. So it's been a week. Hey Crafty Shay, thank you for the follow. Dawn, thank you. You're gonna start another hype train. How are you? How are you, Crafty Shay? Let's start with what I always start with. I always start with black on Manny Manzano. Chaos on Tour, hey! How are you? Welcome. Maybe I should wait to tell everyone. But anyway, thank you, Disney Addict. Let's do another hype train. Is that what's happening? Oh my goodness. Thank you for using your Prime sub on me. You're very good. Let me check the output. So I know that that's working right. Yeah. You know what? I don't have it in me to bother right now. As long as you can hear the Witcher sound when the biddies go through, then it's fine. If you can't hear it, I'm sorry. I'll have it fixed for next time. I made a new mistake because it's been a month. It's been a month. Nadine, hi. How are you? I'm not here for very long. I'm just here for a while as a stopgap. I think there's a couple people online right now. Hey Celtic, how are you? What is everybody working on today? I think that's good. I think you can see. So, yeah, it's been a month. I don't even know what to say, to be honest with you. It's been strange. Catherine, thank you so much. Thank you for resubscribing. I appreciate it. I think we'll be back to like normal streaming soon. Oh no, Nadine. Tina, thank you. Thanks for using your Prime sub. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh goodness, y'all are so generous. Thank you. Tell me what happened. I'm trying to keep warm. Parents don't like having the heating on for too long. Oh, I'm sorry. I know it's really cold. It is... Oh, we just got a weather warning. Just popped up. A snow ice advisory. I think I need to go to the shop. Do you want to go to the shop for me, Luna? From 5:30 p.m. to tomorrow at 9 a.m. Okay. So I'll show you if I can. Can I? Where am I? Window capture. Here we go. See? It's gonna snow. It's gonna snow. I'm the little dot. Working on my first Mandy. The siren. Oh, that's a beautiful one. That's a gorgeous one. Herbalist's Helper. That's a beautiful one too. Yeah, my mother-in-law isn't doing very well. She's doing chemo and radiation, and it's really affecting her memory because it's in her brain. So things are a bit not very nice at the moment, if you know what I mean. But I did spend all day yesterday on the couch because I wasn't feeling well. I've got this thing, like, it feels like there's cobwebs in my throat right now. So I don't know. Like, swallowing is hard for whatever reason. It doesn't hurt. It just feels like there's a cloud in there, or like candy floss or something. Cotton candy. Jewel kitty. Ooh. It's gonna snow in Ireland, but it's mid-50s here. Make it make sense. I know, right? It's gonna snow in Germany too the next few days. Nice. Angie and Oliver, you pulled that one out too? Currently working on Tarot Town. Ooh, if y'all want to put a picture of what you're working on in the Discord, let me just make sure. Excuse me. Did I'm sure that I set up the timer. Yeah. If you put an exclamation point D, nope, wait, don't do that yet. Don't listen to me. Invite people. Copy. And paste. There we go. Now it's the right link. Thank you, everybody. Okay, I'll do it. I really need to get a stream deck as well. That would make things a lot easier. Hi, Joanne. How are you today? My doggy loving the snow so much, maybe because he's half Akita. Sounds right. Have you tried gargling? I haven't gargled yet. Well, I did last night, but not yet today. Maybe I should go do that, Lizzie. So, I will set up my Discord. Here we go. Nice. Brain is being mean. But other than that, I'm doing amazing. Awesome. That's awesome. I'm so glad. Yeah. How was everyone's Christmas? I'm sorry I wasn't, well, I say I'm sorry, but I know I don't need to say sorry, but I wish that things had been different so that I could have enjoyed speaking to everyone during my time away. But I need to know, how was your holiday? I hope you had a good one. If you celebrate. And I hope everything is going well for your new year as well. Wishing you all the best. And for whatever reason, my pen does not want to pick up. Cindy Lee, hi. Welcome. Shelly E. Beth, Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I just refilled this pen. I did use museum gel though. It works for like an hour and then it doesn't, but oh well. What is in this pen? This one is the putty. Nice and quiet, that's good. Quiet is always good. Family came over from Ireland for the New Year and stayed at the hotel near to our home. Ooh, nice. Where are they from in Ireland? Christmas was all good this year. Nothing really to complain about. Just never really got in the spirit. That's okay too. I'm not much of a fan. I try to make an effort, but it's just not as great as it was before, but that, you know, that happens. It's life. Dublin, oh nice. Must have been a nice break for them too. Get away from the big city. I say big, but it's not that big. But yeah. I tried to think of all the fun stuff that I did when I was over. I did manage to get like a week of hanging out with friends. One of the things I did was the saucening, which is a little hot sauce competition that me and my friend's husband do anytime that I come over. And it was great. We tie every time because we both love hot sauce and we love pain. So, two of the hottest hot sauces were unreal, like untenable. We were drinking milk like crazy because it's just, some of those sauces are just meant to be world-ending. The one that I'm thinking of is called The Bomb, and it really does feel like a bomb. Like at first it's like, ooh, this is really nice and tasty, and then it just drops, and then it's like, yeah. I almost gave up at that point. Oh, Joanne. I'm sorry. Auntie M, thank you. How are you? Welcome in. I hope everything's going well for you. As long as you have the opportunity to make those memories, you know, that's important. It's so good. It's good to cherish those moments. I'm really lucky because I do have a video of my grandparents, and I have the option to go back and, you know, watch it and hear their voices. I haven't done that yet. I just think it's too soon for me right now. Connie! Posted the horseshoe dream catcher. Ooh, okay. Did you put it on Show Me on Twitch? Let's see. All right, let's go check it out.
Trying to finish this pattern off. I've been working on it for a long time.
Oh no, Clippy, what are you doing?
You have a box full.
Clippy is acting up. You should go check out Connie.
Of whips that I'm going to be going through.
I'm gonna say that it's probably something to do with me, so bear with me. There we go. I've refreshed it, and hopefully that means it'll work again. But this was sent in. It's Iga. Hey, how's it going? How are you? I think you got me sick. Even though we haven't seen each other in person. I'm still feeling a bit weird in the throat area. But look! Addicted to Diamond Art. This is their progress on the 21st. And now we have more recent things, like Savage doing Tigger. The wonderful thing about Tigger is something. I can't remember. That's terrible. Tigger was my favorite. Here's Tarot Town. Ooh. Who is this by? It's cute little dirigibles and stuff. Well, they're like ships, flying ships. Ooh, look at Celtic Seahorse. That's a beautiful, beautiful dream catcher. I love these feathers. Gorgeous. The Siren. This is K's. I love the colors. It's so simple, but it's so pretty.
Be easy and obvious, but it isn't.
Oop. Hang on, Clippy. Properties. Control audio on OBS. Hang on. Zach. Hold on. You're running ahead of me. Give me a sec. Monitor. What can I hear? What can I hear? I can hear. Here we go. I wish I could do all of them at once. There. Okay, hopefully that works now. Ooh, you're starting a new course? Nice. That's awesome. I'll take the blame. Hey, Esha. Hi, welcome. Is the music too loud? This song. That song is like very loud. Okay. The Loopy Mama. Ooh, that's very pretty. Blues and purples. Ooh. That's cool. I don't remember seeing this one. Ah. It's all Lola's fault. Thanks, Lola. Thanks, Lola. All right. Nope. Can I remove this song? Download. I can't do a dislike on this. Nope. Wrong way, wrong way. Hold on, start over. Okay. Epidemic Sound does not have a very good interface for stuff. For streamers, anyway. Willem, how are you? Welcome in. Okay. Back to crafting for a little while. We are playing Stream Raiders. Our battle is in 7 minutes if you would like to join us. I am feeling like I need a bigger multiplacer. Bush. It's fine. It's fine. Just get on with it, right? So yeah, it's been a week. I was really wrecked from all that travel. Coming back was a little more stressful than going over, which is weird, just because of I just wasn't sure about the buses and stuff like that, and then it looked like the bus wasn't going to show up to take me to the other bus. It was kind of weird. The flights themselves were fine. The coming into Dublin was very choppy. Kids were screaming and crying. Needle and Floss! Hi! Yes, I'm finally back. Yeah, it was very, very bumpy. Indeed it was. But we survived. It was just, I think there was a storm happening. It was very windy when we were landing, and that's the one downside. If you have to, if you want to travel for a winter holiday, you're gonna have a lot of wind and stuff. So getting off the ground and landing is touchy. Touchy at best. But what are the other things that we did? I finished The Expanse, and I almost cried. And then I watched Everything Everywhere All at Once, and I definitely did cry. Just, my heart. Such a good movie. I spent a lot of time watching TV, to be honest. There's an anime that I started watching that I want to pick back up again. It's called Spy Family, and it's on Hulu and Crunchyroll. So funny. I would show you, but I think I would get stricken. It is a good movie. It's fantastic. It was definitely not what I was expecting. And Angel's mom, thank you. Thank you for the bits. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good sleep. A good way. I read what Connie wrote, and my mind just was like, I'm gonna pick up that word. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. It's Steph, right? Stephanie? Please let me remember that correctly. I feel like I've had a brain transplant in the last month. How's the cold over by you? So it keeps fluctuating. It's just over freezing here. It's just over freezing. And we're supposed to get snow tonight, I think. Maybe. I missed you too. Katie. Sorry. I knew it had to be either Stephanie or Katie because there's so many of you. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's been a while. I'm out of practice. Does OBS let me do the thing? No. Dang it. Maybe I should make a badge called Katie. All the Katies in the chat, raise your hand. Yes, Stephanie, Katie's, and Jen's. Hey, Creative Pixie. How are you? Welcome. I ate some good food. I was actually eating really healthy over there. Somehow, I made a conscious effort to not eat too much junk food. We did have Chinese twice, which was lovely. And such a treat. Oh, the Pokemon is like hiding. Didn't I have a Pokemon group? I do. There we go. Missed you too. If it makes you feel better, my great aunt now calls me Saoirse for some reason. I can't correct her as she's 96 and has dementia. I guess she's remembering someone. Oh, maybe you remind her of someone for when she was young. That's really sad. But you should ask. How do you know Saoirse? What's non-junk food for you? Like salad. And then I started HelloFresh again. Well, I say again. They finally came back to Ireland, into Ireland. And now I can make pretty healthy meals. But I'm gonna cancel it because like I already know how to cook. It was just a matter of like having really easy stuff to do, really easy stuff to make. Thanks for all your units. Is it worth it? It seems kind of expensive. So it is expensive, but they have everything pre-portioned for you. And there's not a lot of waste, which is wonderful. And it's the convenience of having it all like right there and ready. I literally just pick out the paper bag, look at the recipe card, chop it up, and it's done. Like, you know, for me, I have undiagnosed ADHD, and so I get into slumps where I can't think about what to feed myself. And so I've learned a couple of tricks, and one of the tricks is to, well, meal plan, but meal plan. Kai and Ermitar, thank you for playing. One of the tricks that I have is to pre-portion and like pre-prep my meals to the point where it's like I just have to grab it and then go. The decision is already made. Literally, the only thing I have to think about is which thing goes off first, right? Like, which thing is gonna expire? Which meat will taste better if I eat it today? Which takes a lot of the problems out. And one of the things that I started implementing for like lunches and stuff, and of course my experience is going to be a lot different from other people because I just have a partner, you know what I mean? It's not, we don't have any kids or anything. So I'll take lunch foods and I'll place them on a tray. Like, for example, I'll get falafel balls and hummus. I'll get veggies like carrots, bell peppers or snack peppers or whatever. I'll put them on the tray. They're on the tray. It's a go-to food, so I can eat it at any time. And when I think about that, or when I'm hungry, I'll just be like, okay, I'll get the tray. I'll have olives with feta or, you know, whatever those little prepackaged things. At some point, I hope to be able to put those things together myself. But I pull out the tray. I slap it in a pan, or I chop up the veggies. I don't have problems chopping up veggies when it's time for a meal. I know that a lot of people struggle with that, and that they find it's an extra step that will put them off from eating. And with me and my history of binge eating, if it's not easy, I will put it off and off and off, and then I will eat way too much of something I shouldn't be eating at all. That's very unhealthy. So long story short, I don't have problems like cutting up veggies right now. So I'll just be like chop, 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 onion, grilled green pepper, whatever, garlic. I'll throw it in a pan, chop up the falafel, throw that in the pan, spread hummus on my wrap, pop that in, and I do this thing where I eat the same thing until I get sick of it. So that's my go-to meal right now, and then the olives on the side. Some people don't eat like that. Some people have to have different things every day. For me, like, I'll literally eat the same thing. I'm just obsessed with it until one day I'm like, I don't want to touch that anymore. So, but the important thing is that it's readily available. It is within arm's reach. You don't have to think about it. It's already done, and that takes all the guesswork out. So, like on the weekends, it's different. I don't do that on the weekends. Usually we'll either go out or, you know, something special. We'll go over to mother-in-law's house and we'll eat there. But during the week, when it's a very regimented, scheduled kind of thing, that's just the way that I've adapted to suit the lifestyle. And HelloFresh, for me, is nice. So now that I've like done all this talk about it, I should probably refer you. Hold on. I do have a referral link. And since it is my stream, I will do that. Copy link. If you're interested. Please do not sign up if you don't want it. I'm gonna go back and read your comments now. Oh, I love salad in the summer as well. Crafty Tabby Cat, hey! Sorry, I went off on a tangent, really long tangent. I like the name Saoirse. It's a pretty name. We are thinking Cleana, which the name that I would name her for short is Cleo. I think Cleo works for us. HelloFresh is pretty good if you don't have much experience with cooking. Sometimes disagree with their order and instructions when I know how to cook. Yes, I agree with that. It's really good for people who are learning how to cook. Or for people who really just don't want to prep. Too expensive for a family of 5. I could see how that would be expensive. It doesn't sound economical for a family of 5, but for 1 or 2, I found the portion size is small. Maybe it is different because the portion sizes here seem to be fine for me, for us. I do feel a little bit hungry in the evenings, but I also realize that I'm eating healthier, and when you're getting less calories, you tend to get very hungry for a while. So when I get hungry in the evening, I just drink another glass of water for now, because I am trying to lose weight still. Ooh, they have all the recipes online, so even if you're not subscribed, you can scroll through for inspiration. Nice. That's good. That's good to know, because I like getting inspiration for food, and going to Pinterest, it just doesn't work for me. I do use Pinterest to save recipes that I like, though. I don't do breakfast, but lunch, I'm gonna eat it until I hate it, but dinner, I need variety. Yes, absolutely, Megan. But breakfast is very important. It's good for your brain. Also, hi. Not for grown boys. Hey, Abigail. 1 fan left on Chinese Zodiac. That's amazing. Hey, Southern Mama. Officially, I'm still subscribed, but I just paused the box. This way I can open the recipes. Wow. Cool. That's interesting. That reminds me I need to pause my boxes. So, this week it is Middle Eastern chicken, quick and easy stir-fried pork, and mushroom curry ramen. Also, I'm picking veggie meals because I can. Was that a follow? Thank you so much. Hang on a sec, let me check it. Mama Wolf, thank you so much. Thank you for the follow. I'm sorry I missed it. I was on another screen. One of the things I do is make my own snack packs. Pieces of meat and cheese, some nuts as a grab and go. Yes. Ooh, and like pretending like they're Lunchables, you know, like you just like pick and eat at it. I love to eat like that. Absolutely. When I make like things like meatloaf, I have 8-ounce pans and make enough for 5 pans, put 4 in the freezer for later, and make 1 for dinner. Batch cooking is amazing. Yes. Grilled chicken in advance, pre-portion in reusable freezer bags that can be pulled out for salads and wraps. Work smarter, not harder, right? Yes, we always cook at least enough for leftovers the next day when we're not doing a box like HelloFresh. I've been making a huge pot of soup over the weekends to have for lunches during the week. In the summer, I made salad almost every day for lunch, and now I'm sick of them. Asha, I know how you feel. I feel that way about soup right now. So I was roasting a chicken or baking a ham on Sunday, and then using the meat throughout the week in different kinds of recipes. And I always made a soup, and I just got really sick of soup. I can handle like a ramen or something that's a little bit different, but if it's like a brothy soup that's not wakame umami, I just don't want it. No, thank you. Crafty Tabby Cat, thank you. Thank you. Finally figured out how to use my Prime. Oh, thank you. Thanks for using your Prime on me. I appreciate that. Thank you all so much for all the subs today. I'll definitely be coming back more regularly. Excuse me. I don't do breakfast because I've never been a morning eater. Oh, you know what? That's Megan. Yes, I'm with you on that. I cannot eat within an hour. Usually it's 2 of waking. So, in that time, I like slowly kind of come to, drink my coffee, and then I will start to feel the hunger pain, but I try to push myself to eat. Mama Wolf, thank you. Thanks for using your Prime too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all are great. Thank you. I like to eat something small, and sometimes, some days that looks like a fried egg on a bagel. Some days that looks like a crafty tabby cat. Thank you. Thank you for the biddies. Some days that looks like a yogurt with granola. Some days that's a yogurt that you just drank, you know? Lisa, thank you. Thank you so much. Ari, hold on. Everyone's here. I should get on it this time every day. Found some of the best recipes I'll forever make on TikTok. Yes, TikTok is where it's at.
You blush and hide.
I love that clip so much.
Hold on before I choke on it.
So good. I've missed you too. I've missed you all. You don't even know. It felt so weird to not be able to or to not have I don't know. It's not that I didn't want to come onto Twitch and say hello to everybody. It was just that I couldn't talk about anything because it was all ongoing. You know what I mean? But now, let's go back here. Oh, well, that doesn't look like it would feed a grown man. Is that brie? No, it's camembert. Sorry, my microphone was hiding that word. But you did get a really nice brioche bun. I think that would make a good lunch. I don't think that would make a good dinner. So I'll show you what is in the box. Huh? Why doesn't it? Hold, please. Show me. It doesn't want me to select it. I would really like it if you would allow me. No. Anyway, yes. Middle Eastern chicken, quick and easy stir-fried pork, which is over rice, and then mushroom curry ramen. Then the next week, it is spicy Thai noodle soup barbecue chicken bulgogi, which is weird chicken bulgogi, and pork sausage linguine. I'm going to skip. How do I have other dinner plans. That's what I'm going to say. Let's see, 1st of February. No. We're gonna skip this week too. It didn't ask me why that time. Cauliflower and harissa lentil pie. Brooklyn girl, hey! Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I promise I will be diamond painting. We would always add extra potatoes when they had us make fries or mashed potatoes or something as a side. That makes sense. Tonight's dinner is not HelloFresh. Tonight, I'd love to know what you're making. Just as kitchen inspo. We're making a homemade pasta sauce with mostly mushroom, with a spinach and ricotta tortellini as our base. I think he's actually gonna do wilted spinach in the pasta sauce as well, which would be nice. What is it, Heike? What's wrong? What happened? I couldn't hear the alert. Hold on. Ooh, carnitas. Yes. It's good to see you too. Thank you so much, Brooklyn girl. What's up? I didn't mute myself. What's going on? Scroll up. It's not brioche. Jesus. Sorry. Okay, it's pretzel roll. I'm sorry. I thought something was wrong with my stream. Turns out it's just a wrong bread. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. I will be right there too. We're all going to Ari's house for carnitas. I wanted to make fajitas, but James said no. I don't know why. I would really like some fajitas. I had this sizzling fajitas at, what is the chain? There's a chain restaurant. Chili's probably. Chili's is terrible, but I had this massive margarita and a plate of fajitas, and it was incredible, and I could only eat half of it. I thought the pretzel fact would make you more excited about this particular meal in your hopefully not too distant future. I don't think they have that. All of the meals so far have been curries. Linguine, pak choy, Thai. Like, they're very worldly. But I guess this is the Irish palette. I'm still really upset that I can't share the page, like the window, with you. Oh, wait. Here we go. It's working now. Okay, let's make it big enough that you can see. Look, a cassoulet. Alright, we're looking. A Valentine's dinner. Asian-inspired spiced beef chorizo and sugar snap risotto. I don't know. Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't put the sugar snap peas in there, but butter chicken, beef udon, no. Just no. That looks wrong. Cassoulet, lentil shepherd's pie, ratatouille, and couscous and a flatbread, or tofu pad thai. That is not pad thai. Those are udon noodles. That makes me upset. I can't. They're supposed to be. No. That looks pretty good. And then a prawn and butternut squash curry. Yeah, and then the ones that I skipped are like this. A mash. Okay. I can't eat beef, so everything beef is vetoed. Coconut soup, rigatoni, korma curry, bean soup, sausages with a butternut squash mash. They're very... they're like trying to be really different, but also using Irish palate. Does that make sense? Like pizza. Anyway. Went to Costco yesterday, so it's going to be chicken fingers and fries. Or stir-fried noodle meal kit. Nice. That sounds good. Adjust them to the country you're in. You can't get genuine pretzel stuff outside my duck. You're right. Yeah, very UK and Irish. Saw some prepackaged fajitas at the grocery store, but didn't get any. Now I'm craving good chicken fajitas. Don't they also give you choices based on what you've gotten before? I don't know. I think those recipes are available to Ireland, but I'm not sure. I guess so. I would imagine that they do only cater to the food profile of the country that you're in, because it wouldn't make sense to have American style here. People don't really, a crusted chicken bake, tacos, yeah, no burgers yet. Actually, no, I lie. I think there was a burger. Apple beef burger. Let me show you. It's one of the weeks that I skipped. Oop. Crap. Sorry. It's just gonna cover my face for a second. Meal selection is way smaller. Interesting. But yeah, this is just in Ireland. I don't think that this is all over Europe, if that makes sense. Okay, anyway. At the risk of sounding like a broken record and an advertisement. You could check it out. But it is on the expensive side. It's good for people like me who have decision making issues. I really do need to go to the store today. It looks so cold outside. Ugh. I've had the heating on since like 2 o'clock. Full blast. Just like, let's go. Keep me warm. I don't know if you saw it, but Diamond Art Club has Valentine's Day releases. on their site right now. Well, not right now, tomorrow. They come out tomorrow. And they didn't have many choices left because I had just come back and been like, hey, I'm back now. I think I'm ready to do sneaks again. Because I believe I told you that I had to take time off. I just couldn't do it with the things that were going on. And that was literally like a few days before I got the phone call. So, yeah. Wait, how long has it been? An hour and 5 minutes. I'm sorry to all you that got an ad or a series of ads. I'm sorry.
Who's that Pokemon?
Let me get the thing. So I've got, I think this works. That doesn't help. There we go. Ow. So if you're new to Diamond Art Club and you need it, feel free to use the link. But they are super cute. I don't know if they're up on their website yet or not. Actually, I've been waiting. I was just there. History. Ari, thank you. Thank you for the resub. Thank you. I'm going, nope, they haven't, well, wait. They've done the XOXO one. Going to Facebook soon when I have 2 monitors. This will be a lot easier. No. So mine is still a surprise. The ads reminded you. Oh, thank you so much for the sub. When are you gonna go online next? Are you on today? I started my Sweary. So Ari is doing a knit along or crochet along, and they're calling it the Sweary. And I asked if I could do a poncho, and it's in the other room. But I've gotten really far since you announced it, or since it was made public to me, and I'm so excited. I wonder if I can actually finish it in a decent amount of time. I do not know. Tonight, yay! I started mine the other day. I have an inch of ribbing so far. I want to show you. Hang on. I'm gonna show Ari where I am on my Insomniac. I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm just gonna mute myself for a minute. Hey Marie, how are you? Okay, so it got messed up a little bit, but you know, whatever. Anyway, there's the ribbing right here. And this is the cowl. So there's like a cowl neck on it. And as it goes down and into the next colors, it'll be more and more brown. The colorway is called Atlantis, and it is by Irish Fairy Tale Yarns. They're actually based in Germany. Aren't they pretty? And I love my little stitch marker. But I did have some trouble here joining the color, and it disturbed the ladders, and then I tried to fix it as best as I could, but this is gonna be the back of it anyway, so no one's gonna see it. But yeah, it's looking good so far. I was thinking about working on this tonight on stream, but it's been really good TV watching project because it's just stockinette right now. It reminds me of Do You See Atlantis? Yes! Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, the colors are actually a little bit more vibrant in person. I think it's just the lighting. But yeah, gorgeous. This fade set was actually designed for the Hoagie Locatelli's Fading Point shawl, but I literally do not have the patience for that shawl. The yarn is from irishfairytaleyarns.com. Gwen, hey. It's pretty, isn't it pretty? So soon, I think I have 19 rounds, and then we start doing something. We start increasing. Slip the first stitch in the round on the second round after you switch the colors. First stitch in the round on the second round. And then do you like yarn over? Slip on the second round. No, you just slip. Thank you, Heike. She doesn't have it in stock right now, but I'm sure if you emailed her and were like, oh my god, I saw Atlantis, I need it. She'd be like, okay. And she does have really pretty fade sets for other knit-alongs. Babe? No. He can't hear me. I think he's gone to the store. It's okay. It's alright. Probably to get stuff for dinner. Just slip the stitch. Okay. I will try that when I have to do the next color join for sure. Because I was in Jasmine's stream yesterday, Knitting Nurse. Please go follow her. And we were talking about it. It did not stick, so I'm gonna have to. Hang on. I have a piece of paper. And a pen. I don't need that anymore. When adding a new color. Oh, thank you, Willem. Slip the first stitch in the round. Slip first stitch in round on second round after Switching colors. Okay, I'm gonna attach this to my thing.
I will happily be the party pooper. I will shit all
Clippy.
over everyone's party. And I do not give up. Fuck.
Greetings from Spain. Oh, thanks. Akevas. Thank you so much. I'm glad. I don't know what's wrong with Clippy today. Hold on a minute. Something's wrong with this site thing. Log in. Sometimes I just have to log in for it to fix. I don't like having like a million tabs open, but sometimes I have to. Okay, hopefully that's better. Every party needs a pooper. Hey Zach, can you try doing the shout out thing again? Do it for Heike this time. We'll start over. My hair is growing really long now. I'm kind of liking it. It's very quiet, isn't it? You are so quiet. Oh, no, it's freezing. Okay, it's not you. It's not you. It's kind of you, but it's not really you. Oh well. Sorry, Clippy isn't working very well. The sweater is different. The view is the same. Is she in your arms again? Hey, Allison. Allison is awesome. She sent me a Christmas present. She sent me the bonsai tree that I got, the Lego. She got me a succulent one, and it has a bee in it. It's so cute. I have exactly one use in this world. Well, at least you're useful. Could be worse. You know? I think it's worse if your cats find you useless. Because that was one thing. I'm going to have to put my hair up. I'm starting to get a little warm. I'm going to have to go soon as well. But, not to name names, but my dad's partner was having a really hard time with Murphy, my grandma's cat. And I had to tell her, I was just like, Murphy is not a loving, caring, wanting to do stuff to hang out around you and get your affection kind of cat. He's not affectionate. He is a menace. If he's not played with, he will start knocking things over, causing chaos, and whatever. And she was like, because she was like, I don't know what to do about this cat, blah, 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 blah. It's like, well, you need to play with him and Maybe he will find you useful. Because aside from feeding the cat, the only other way to like bond with him is to play, because he's a tuxedo cat and he doesn't like to be held. Have you seen... No, I haven't. Let's see. Uh-oh. There's more than one. Wow, that is expensive. They are cute. Alright, I'll put it on the screen. It's normal. How long have I been streaming? An hour and 20 minutes. It's okay though.
Who's that Pokemon?
That is cute. Let's see the other one. That's cool. I like the flags. It makes it look really realistic. I'm not a fan of the people one, but look at the little rabbit. Rabbit, dragon. Do they make really obvious other ones? No, but it is Year of the Rabbit, which is my year, and Katie's year. Maybe Ari's year. Ari, what? Are you Year of the Rabbit as well? Lord of the Rings. What? Sure. Oh, no, I don't want to do a survey. I didn't know what I accepted. Balrog! Oh my goodness. Those are weird. Look at Gollum. Oh no. Look at Gollum. Oh, that's terrible. That is so lazy. Oh my goodness. That's all of them. What else? I don't know. I don't know anything about anything. Ooh. The White House. Okay. Huh. I'm sure there's more exciting ones, but I'm not... It's expensive. Nightmare Fuel. I'm a tiger. Tigers! Yes! Ari is Year of the Rabbit. 87 is the best year, just saying. Josh, hey! How are you? What you doing? The NES with the TV? Yes. Gwen's a horse. Actually, facts. Yeah. I'm a fire rabbit because I was born in Pisces, which doesn't make any sense, but the year is fire rabbit, right? So we're all fire rabbits for the most part. If you're an 87. So I'm an abnormal Pisces, apparently. You're the pig. So cute. Oh, the thing is ready? I didn't realize. Sorry, everybody. Hang on. I did not realize the battle was ready. Alright, where are we? We are here and we're gonna do this. You're a dog, monkey. Very cool. Grunty's like, nope. Run away. That's Moxie, hey! Thank you so much. It's good to see you too. How are you doing? A dragon. I always wanted to be a dragon. The symbol for dragon is really cool. Crenty sacrificed herself for the cause. Just saying. Thank you. Look at this flying rogue. I want this one. I want this skin. It's very cool. You're good? Good. Oh, anybody want the gold? Yeah. It's quite interesting reading your Chinese horoscope. It's been a while since I looked mine up. Of course, I only like half believe in these things, but it is fun. It does explain some of my personality in it.
So,
Oh. Who dis? Betsy!
I want to make sure you get things, you know, in the right order.
I'm so sorry, but my Clippy is acting up today. I don't know what's going on. So maybe Zach, if you can stop it and maybe
Sad. I was like,
we'll just hold off on the Clippy today because it's not resolving itself, even though I've logged in and I've refreshed the source several times. It's just not working for whatever reason. Crenty's taking the gold. Okay. Kai and Needle and Floss, congratulations as well. Thank you so much, everyone, for your help. Let's try an unknown challenge level. Oh, I haven't been doing any planning at all. Oops. We'll just stay in the middle. Carla! You are not silent. Carla always comments on my YouTube videos. Hi. Welcome. I'm back, Moxie. Hi. I'm good. It's good to see you. Is it in my YouTube video? No, it is in the vlog, but I can give it to you. I can give you the link. This is where you can get a free box, and I get €5 towards another box. So thank you if you decide to help out. That would be awesome. But you don't have to. Please don't go into debt for me anyway. What diamond painting are you working on? Yeah, we're gonna be here for another maybe half an hour. Maybe half an hour. I'm not sure yet because James is gonna be back and I need to go to the store. He's gonna make dinner. And I just want to make sure that I have provisions. I want lunch stuff for tomorrow. Oh, thanks. Thank you for watching back on my videos. That's awesome. It really helps the channel when, when I have to go away for whatever reason. It really does help. So thank you very much. Yeah, the Theory Tuesday videos are like my personal favorite. And he's back. Is she gonna be quiet? I'm gonna mute myself. Good girl. So, let me talk about something that's a little controversial, shall I? When I was over, I decided that enough was enough, and I got my dog an anti-barking collar. Her barking comes from a place of fear that was unnecessary for her because everything is safe and she doesn't need to worry about anything. This is not a shock collar, by the way. It's a vibrational collar. And so when I came back, it was ready and waiting for me. It's been literally 1 week, and she has it on during the day. And before we go to bed, I take it off. And she has stopped barking all the time. It's amazing. She's like another dog. She's quiet. She's calm. I'm really, really happy that it's working. She used to get insanely jealous between us. She would bark at the door opening and everything. But it was never, like, there's never anyone that's not us. Do you know what I mean? So, like, I just wanted to use it to train her out of that. And you saw me pause because I know that one of her triggers is when a car comes up. And she hears the car pull in, and then she hears the door slam of the car, and then she hears the door open. And it always wakes her from a sleep, always freaks her out. And any time James makes too much noise or whatever, she barks. And this has made her stop. And I cannot tell you how much pressure that takes off me. Now, I don't have to be the one that's yelling at her or going, Luna, stop, whatever. And, like, honestly, the stress of having to correct her was getting to me. So I highly recommend getting the collar if you need it. It's a short-term solution. It even says so on the website. It's like, not meant for long time use, not meant for 24-hour use either, because it is like a box that's here. There's 2 little prongs, and then it beeps twice, and then it vibrates 4 times. A little vibration and then a strong vibration. And after a while, it just seems to have pushed her out of her trigger zone. And now she's realizing that, like, she doesn't need to worry and bark. So I don't know where that's coming from, but I'm really happy about it. Yeah, it doesn't hurt the animal at all, because I specifically did not want a shock collar, and I've been putting it off for years, Abigail, you know that, because I just thought that I could train it out of her, but it's not me, it's fear, and so the only way to get her to stop was to make it not me that was the one correcting her. And by taking that pressure off and not having to scream or yell or do anything like that, we have a better companionship now too. So yeah, and now Dawn, exactly, and she doesn't bark to come in anymore. She actually just paws at the door like she used to. Yes, no, I would never use the shock collar. It's not humane. I wanted a humane thing. So the next thing is probably to train her to tell us what she wants, because she tries to communicate, but she's not getting it right. She only knows how to do certain behaviors, and we have to guess what she wants, and it's not working. It's not effective. So we're thinking about a bell. Like you ring a bell when you want food, you ring a bell when you want water, or you know, you want to go outside or something like that. So I need to put my training pants on and get to work, because I used to think that I was able to tell, but in the last little while she's evaded me. I was thinking about getting the buttons. What do you think? Do you think they're a little over the top? I think it could be fun. I just don't want to... I don't want to start having existential question and answer sessions with my dog. That would really freak me out. They're worth trying. Are they very expensive? Let's see. Oh, Abigail, thank you. Let's look. I think I put it on my throne wish list. Did I? Exclamation point throne, if you want to check that out, by the way. It's pretty cool. If you're also a oh, I did put them there. There they are. They're very expensive. Hang on, let me edit this. Proceed. Save. Okay, so I've enabled community gifting, which... Okay, that's fine. Why didn't it save? I've got a lot of dog stuff. Diamond Help Desk, hey! How are you? Welcome! Thank you, Crenty. Yeah, I think it's wish list. If you click on that link, you'll see the buttons. That's something to save up for. Talking dog buttons. And then if you scroll down, you'll see like there's another pet bed and a snuffle mat. I'd love to get her a snuffle mat. Yeah, because she's such a good girl. She deserves all the treats. My friend Patty told me about you. Oh, yay! That's awesome. Patty! Patty's here too. Hi. Welcome. Well, let me have to go. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that you have a good evening and that you enjoy your diamond painting, and I'll hope to see you soon. I've missed you all too. I've barely done any diamond painting because it's really nice to catch up and talk to you all. But that's okay too. I don't mind. Just been talking about the huge, you know, food. Just adjusting my light so that you can see it a little better. It's gone very dark. Oop. I think this week is a special week. I think this week we get 2 sneak peeks, I think. Let me double check. Ooh, Tabitha. That's beautiful. Let me see. No, not this. Well, wait. Yes, on Friday. Okay, so we have another one on Friday. Sarah, hi. How are you? Sarah has a random fact of the day every day on my Discord. You should definitely join. Thank you, Sarah. I love them. I just finished making my first project bag for Miss Cherry Blossom. Ooh, I hope I can see that. I used the buttons for my cat. I recorded play, and When she wants to play, she presses the button. Oh, that's so sweet, Betsy. Wow. What is it, baby? Come here. I'll give you love. You want more snacks? More treats? Goodness. Am I doing a video on Toadstool Cottage? I thought I did. Didn't I? Have I not done that yet? Hang on. Creator Studio. I'm going for Tenerife. Flagoween. Excuse me. Wow. I guess I didn't. I'm sorry. I thought I had. I think everything just happened all at once. Let me see. Completed diamond paintings. No, I hadn't. The last one was Ghostmaker. Nope. Okay, I will do it. I will. Is there something that you want me to say? Give her attention, Lizzie. Hey. Lizzie says hi. Yeah. Who's the best girl? You're the best girl. Yeah, you're the best. She's the best. I feel like giving... It's on Twitch for me. Oh, Discord. Okay, cool. I will go look in just a second. I feel like giving level up buttons will result in my scratching technique being critiqued all day. Right? Hey, Dogface. Welcome in. Alright. Oh, that's so cute. Alright, let me show everybody. Starting with Tabitha. This is such a cute whip. I like it. I like the metallics in it. That border though. Did you carry? Did you carry these? I don't know why I can barely hear anything. There we go. I must have turned down my volume quite a bit. Wow. That's a beautiful bag. And your keyboard is amazing. Oh, that's so pretty. I want that fabric. Gwen. Ooh, frost art. What is it? It's very pretty. Is that like a tile or something? They're salting the roads? Is it snowing? I can't see anything. It's too dark. Your bird bath. Aw. Definitely carried threads. Miss Coffee! Hi! Thank you! I can't hear any of the alerts. I'm so sorry. Hello! It's been so long! Wow. What's up? They've been salting there all day. I think it's gonna snow. I think the S word is coming. I need to go to the shop. I need to go now. There's gonna be like an inch of snow. I think everything is gonna shut down. How are you doing? How is Maggie doing? Did you just get home? Or was that last night? Time feels like it's crawling for me lately. Even in Portugal? Wow. That's impressive. It's usually quite warm there. Yesterday afternoon. Okay. Sorry. I was following your adventures, and then I was like, do you know when you feel sick and you're like really loopy? That's what I mean. For like the last 2 days. Maggie's fine. Did great. Good. That's excellent. Awesome news. I wish I wasn't so far away. It is a long drive. With 2 kids. It has been. I am suck. I am suck. I don't know what it is. It just feels like, I know you're going to tell me to get the tussin. It feels like cotton candy in my throat or something. It doesn't hurt. There's no pain. It just feels weird, and then it's making my sinuses all weird, and it's making my head feel heavy and weird, and I don't know. I know, Luna. I know. I'll get the tussin. Yeah. Heals everything. But it's fine. It's not a big deal. It's just kind of like feel woozy or drowsy and stuff. So yesterday I tried really hard not to take a nap because on Sunday I took a nap and then I just could not sleep. And that's been my life for a while. Rory is up with Mary right now, my mother-in-law, and the youngest brother seems to be incapable of cooking for himself at the moment. Invited James to come have dinner at the parents' house at 4:30 today to put on the chicken for him. So, come over for dinner, but can you make it? He was like, you've got to be kidding me. But yeah, we were over there this weekend, staying the night with her and everything, and one night I'm just getting an update now. She should be improving on the chemo because it's been a few days. It's been almost a week. Half a week. They're happy with the direction that it's going. They're happy with how things are progressing, but she is on radiation and chemo at the same time. She does not seem to be nauseated, which is wonderful, but her memory is being destroyed. So, like her short-term memory, and when I mean short-term, I mean even in the last few years kind of memory, because we were sitting there and a cousin was over, and I know this cousin well, and she takes care of Mary quite a bit, like cleans the house and stuff like that. And anyway, I've known her ever since I arrived in Ireland, and Mary tried to introduce us on Saturday night, and I was just like, do you know Hazel? Yes, I do. Yes, I really do. And it's been little things like that, and I think that's just... Oh, Diamond Help Desk, thank you for the sub. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Sorry, I was just trying to overhear. But yeah, it's Okay, they're talking about medicine now. I don't know how long. We'll see. But we did have a heart-to-heart. Me, James, and Rory. And Rory's really scared. I don't know if she's going to be with us much longer. But we will keep it as positive as possible up until the end. Moxie, thank you. Thank you for using your Prime on me. I appreciate it. I don't like ads either. Thank you so much. Will you be posting crochet tutorials? Ooh, that's a good question. I hadn't planned it, but if there's something that you'd like me to show you how to do, I could try. In the meantime, you should definitely check out Miss Coffee's video. Tutorials. She has a lot of them. Because her channel name used to be Mrs. Crochet and Coffee. And I think so if you go to Caffeinated Doodler's channel on Twitch and you join up on her Discord, she's going to be doing a crochet along project this year in the Discord. It's really cool. Yes, definitely. There's playlists. So if you go click on like her name, if you click on her profile picture, it'll come up and it'll be like home videos about blah, 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 blah. And one of them is playlists. And I think there's a playlist for the crochet. So you have to go check that out. Because I like crochet. Like, I like doing crochet, but I'm not an expert at crochet. I don't, I just find it fun. I think that a lot of like blankets and stuff are much easier to crochet than knit, because knitting just takes so long. I was just talking about it yesterday, I think. I crocheted a blanket in 2021 for a friend of mine, and it's called the Jane Throw, and it's really nice. Very fast, especially if you get like a super bulky weight. Weird. A 27-week black work, Sal? Is it peppermint purple? Ooh, what pattern is it? Crafty Tabby Cat. There's been a lot more phone calls lately, if that makes sense. It's odd to me. Usually we're not phone people. We don't really like talk to people on the phone. But because Rory's not here, I find that we're on the phone a lot more to various family and whatnot. Oh yes, the ball tip needles are all I use for cross stitching. It makes it a lot easier and you're not poking yourself and prodding yourself. I don't think I have one to hand. Or even like the ones I have are not sharp. They're like tapestry. They're really nice. But the ball tip ones, oh, I do have one again. You're not going to be able to see that. No. My nails are destroyed as well. But there's a little ball on the end, and it helps you find the holes in linen and stuff. So yeah. Ooh. I'm going to copy that and put it here. Ooh. Operetta. Wow. That's really cool yarn. It's a bit too lacy for me. Let me show you all what it looks like. Oh, my poor stomach. I think I'm getting hungry. I can't show you. I'm so sorry. Let me just link you. Bye, Abigail. Enjoy your dinner. This music is doing the most. Yeah. And that song. The kits in Michael's and Hobby Lobby are actually really complicated sometimes, unfortunately. I almost bought a full coverage one. I'm really glad I didn't. It was like $70. My name is Sophie. Yay! Sophie. I'm going to try to remember that. I love that name. Helps you find holes in linen and stuff. Never noticed the holes are hiding. Where like it helps you to not split your stitches. I don't know. Not for me. Ma'am. Yes, I will be back to Tuesdays and Thursdays. Avantika, hello. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Hey, I'm Rachel. This is Luna. If you haven't met me before, hi. I do diamond painting and cross stitching and stuff, and knitting. Welcome. How was your stream? I hope it was fun. We are playing Stream Raiders and diamond painting, but I'm gonna have to end stuff now, unfortunately. Yeah, I know. It's disappointing. It really is. But that's just the way it is sometimes, Luna. Yay! Oh, look at the little raid message. That's so cute. It's good to finish your section. Yay! Yay! Welcome in. Welcome in. I wish I could say that I was going to be here longer, but dinner has to be made. No. Would you like to come up here? Would you like a hug? Is that what you want? You want a hug? It is Luna. She's giving out to me. Yes, I'm in Ireland. Yeah, I'm in Kerry. How about you? She is sassy. She's hungry. Ooh, 50 gold. Anybody want it? You lived in the north? Oh, very cool. Where were you? In Bangor. Bangor. Is that near Belfast? I'm not really good at geography. In the Netherlands now. Oh, nice. Yes. Oh, cool. That's awesome. I'm like way down south. Like the most south you can pretty much get. Cranty wants the gold. Anybody want vampire stuff? Anyone? Going once? Going twice? The beautiful green ass end of nowhere. So true. Yosa, Term, and Jen. Congratulations! Congratulations! I'm sorry, I have to stop now. No more Stream Raiders. I'm so sorry. Close Encounters. Ooh, very nice. The commands in the title are all stuck together. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. That's the way that some people do it. But excuse me. I hope maybe we can finish the black and then I'll go. Or maybe Luna is going to be upset. Are you upset? It's not even dinner time. Come here. Come here. Come to me. I'm wearing black pants though. Oh, look at the belly. Look at the belly. Hello, belly. Oh. Sorry, 1 second. Belly. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's nice, huh? Yeah. Good girl. Her fur has all grown back. Yes, dog. Come here. Huh? Come here. Give me your butt. Give me your butt. Come here. It's a lot harder now that you only have 3 legs. Okay, here she is. Everyone, Luna. That's what the emotes are of. It's my floppy dog. Do you want to help me? Do you want to help me diamond paint? Huh? Now I have fur all over me. You had kept me fur-free all day. She looks like an Australian Shepherd, but she's actually just a collie. She's a Blue Merle collie. Everyone loves you. Mwah. Yeah, she's such a good girl. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about, Mom. You're the only one in this room. She's the best. I know. Oh, you're rolling all over the place. Okay. Do you want to get down? No? Floopy dog. You floopy dog. Thank you. You want down? Hmm? Hmm? You just want cuddles. Cuddles! Cuddles! Ah! Good girl. Want a treat? Oh, excuse me. She is turning 9 this year, I think. Yes. Right? Yes, turning 9 in September. Well, her gotcha day. Bang! Bang! Up. Up. Yeah, good girl. It's awkward right now because she's on a bed. Oh, they're just babies. Off, please. Off. Good. There you go. She'll do anything for a treat. I don't think I'm going to make it to the end of the black of the section. She's a year older than Daisy? Really? Oh. Oh. Really? I gotta think of the most fun words to say. What's a fun word when you're 3? The power is in my hands. I don't know what to do with the power. That's too much power for me. We just met. That just reminds me of when I was younger, I used to watch movies over and over and over and over and over and over, and I would just pick one, and that would be the movie that day, and I'd watch it over and over and over. And I think that's a normal thing. I think that most kids do that. So what is your kid's current obsessive TV movie? Pumpernickel. That's a great word. Also, amazing bread. Pumpernickel. That's a hard one to say, though. Oh, I missed something. Oh, Moxie, you gotta go. Yes, I'll catch you next time. Definitely. Oh, James is back. He is back. Back again. I better go help with dinner and managing the kitchen and all that. Do you see what I mean? Good girl. I'm shook. I'm shook. She's not barking when he comes back. Good girl. Good dog. The U is a ooh. The U is a ooh. Pumpernickel? That can't be right. All the air just escaped from my mouth. YouTube, oh. Pumpernickel. Because it looks like poo. Pumpernickel. Oh, I'm done. Right, so I suppose that's it for today. Thank you for keeping me company and for making my transition back to Twitch a fun one. Boot. Not so long as ooh, a little short. Nope. Trying really hard to wrap my brain around that. It's not working. I'll try again next time. Are any of you going live? I would love to drop you off with someone, if I can. Pumpernickel. Just checking to see who's online. Avantika, you're still online. Did you press the end button? I'm not seeing any in my usual list. I'm making a break. Maybe. So we've got cross stitching, crochet. I don't see any other diamond painters right now. Oh, there's one. There's a cat. Hang on. There's a cat. Is it a real cat? It is not a real cat. But it's a diamond painter. Boot. Is that what you're saying? Pumpernickel. Pumpernickel. No. There is a cat. I'm still making it too long. I have to hear you say it now. All right. Is she speaking German? No, she's speaking English. Okay, we're gonna do that then. We're gonna go to Sophie. We're gonna visit Sophie, who is a diamond painter. And she's speaking English, which is great. So, only 6 viewers. I'm gonna start that raid. Alright, so if you just hang on, we'll go right in to her channel. We'll have German lessons. Okay. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me, for making my day brighter. I really appreciate it. Thank you for everyone who subscribed. Holy shit. Thank you. That was for YouTube. Great timing. Yes, I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope that you enjoy your dinner and that you enjoy the rest of the day as much as you can. And I'm thinking of you, and I appreciate your support and you hanging out with me. And I can't wait to see you again on Thursday. So until then, stay safe, stay hydrated, don't forget to take your meds, and take care of yourself so you can take care of other people. Take care, everybody. And thanks again.